Good day, everyone. I am Jan Ivan C. Maurat from National University, Philippines, and today I'll be presenting my study entitled Analyzing Voter Behavior for Targeted Advertising in the 2025 Philippine Midterm Election using the Social Network Analysis. This study explores how data-driven approach, particularly social network analysis, it can help the political campaigns better understand the voter behavior and improve the effectiveness of the targeted advertisement. For an introduction, political campaigns today heavily rely on the digital media to influence voter decision. As we approach the 2025 Philippine midterm elections, the political advertising is expected to become more data-driven and personalized. Understanding the voter behavior, preferred media platform, and patterns of engagement is crucial for crafting effective campaign strategies. In this study, social network analysis or SNA is used to map relationship between the voters, advertisers, and media platform, allowing us to visualize how the political message is spread across different audiences. For the theoretical framework, this study is grounded on two key theoretical framework. First is use the gratification theory and uses, which suggests that voters actively select media and satisfy their informational or psychological needs. It helps explain why people engage only with messages that align with their beliefs and interests. Second is a social network analysis, which focus on the relationship, influence, and information flow within social system. SNA helps to identify influential individual or clusters and how information moves through this network. Together, these theories provide strong foundation for understanding how targeted political advertising works in digital environment. For the statement of the problem, the main research question addressed in this study is how can social network analysis can be used to profile voter behavior and optimize targeted advertising during the 2025 Philippine midterm election. Specifically, this study investigates four aspects. First is what are the main voter cluster based on demographic and behavioral factors. Second, which media platform are most preferred by each voter group. Third, how effective are targeted advertisement compared to generic ones? And lastly, what are the statistical relationship between the exposure and the political engagement? For the objectives of the study, the general objective is to analyze voter behavior using social network analysis to improve strategies for targeted political advertising. The specific objective include first, identifying the major voter cluster through demographic and media data. Second is determining voter media consumption habits and priority issues. Third, assessing aggressive digital or political advertisement. Fourth, validating the result using the statistical test using the chi-square, ANOVA, or Pearson correlation. For the significance of the study, this is significant in various ways. First is it supports data-driven political marketing, allowing campaigns to reach the right audiences more efficiently. Second, it helps political parties design communication strategies that resonates with specific voter group. Third, it adds academic literature by demonstrating how social network can be analyzed to understand the political behavior. Lastly, it encourages ethical and transparent use of voter data and digital targeting tools. For the review of related literature, as you can see, previous studies highlight that the social network analysis has been successfully used in politics to identify the key influencers and communities that spread campaign messages. Research also shows that tailored political ads significantly increase engagement when they match voter interests. Localized targeting can improve voter turnout and message relevance, but ethical issues may arise, specifically concerning the privacy and the potential spread of misinformation. Thus, this study not only explored efficiency but also advocates for ethical political communication. For the methodology, this research used a quantitative descriptive design incorporating the SNA or the social network analysis. The respondents were 120 voters representing the diverse demographics. And the data were collected from the several sources including the Comelec Open Data, the Meta Ad Library for Facebook and Instagram, the Google Political Ads Transparency Report, and survey responses about media use and perception. The Lubian algorithm was used for community detection and centrality. Degree, betweenness, and closeness were applied to analyze and influence or analyze influence. For statistical testing, chi-square, ANOVA, and Pearson correlation were used to examine the relationship among the variables. For the social network framework, as you can see that this framework maps the interaction between the three types of nodes, the voter, the media platform, and the advertisers. The connections or the edges represent how the information and influence flow within the network. Among the platforms, Facebook emerged as the most central node, which is showing the highest degree betweenness and closeness centrality. This means Facebook plays a crucial role in how political information travels from the advertisers to the voters. For the media preferences, our findings reveal distinct patterns in media preference. As you can see, young and first-time voter primarily use TikTok and Facebook. And the middle income groups consume both traditional and digital media, particularly TV and Facebook. And older and low income groups rely heavily on television and radio. This indicates that choice of media platform directly influence messages, reach, and voter engagement, making it essential for campaigns to tailor the strategies by age and socioeconomic segment. And these are the identified voter clusters. There are five major clusters identified. The young social media active voters, that's around 25%. Heavy users of TikTok and Facebook. And middle income full-time workers, 20%, balance between Facebook and TV. And for the older voters, that's 15%. It prefers traditional media like TV and radio. And the first-time voter, mostly students who are highly digital. And that's the financially struggling household, that's around 20%, limited online activity, and minimal exposure to digital ads. This cluster highlight the diversity of electorate and the need of differentiated communication approaches. And influence to political ads, the statistical analysis confirmed the impact of media habits on political engagement. Using the chi-square, it shows significant relation between media habits and the voter engagement. For ANOVA, it reveals differences in ad responsiveness across voter cluster. In-person correlation showed a strong positive relationship between digital ad exposure and political activity, meaning voters who are frequently encounter digital ads are more likely to engage politically through discussion, sharing posts, or even voting decisions. These are the key issues by voter group. Each voter clusters prioritize different political issues. As you can see, for the young and person voter, focus on education and job opportunities and social reform, while the middle-income voters emphasize taxation and economic stability. For the older voters, prioritize the healthcare and social security. By understanding this distinction, allow the advertisers to align their campaign messages with the specific values and needs of each group. Voter or vote influence likelihood across the cluster. Analysis of influence likelihood showed that the younger and first-time voters are the most susceptible to targeted advertising or targeted political messaging, specifically on social media platform. Meanwhile, the older and financially struggling voters are less influenced by digital ad, which is relying more on traditional campaign channel. This reinforced the idea that one-size-fits-all campaign approach is no longer effective. For our discussion, overall, the study found that targeted advertisements significantly outperform generic ads, particularly among younger and first-time voter. Older and financially challenged groups show lower engagement with digital campaigns. Data-driven personalization enable political campaigns to improve efficiency, precision, and relevance. Social network analysis helps to reveal the pathways of influence and underscore the needs for platform-specific strategies in political communication. For the conclusion, SNA or social network analysis proves to be powerful analytical tool for voter profiling and campaign optimization. The five identified clusters demonstrate that voters differ in media use, issue priority, and responsiveness. Visually appealing, platform-tailored ads are more effective among young demographics, while traditional media still plays a vital role among older and offline audiences. Therefore, an integrated strategy by combining both digital and traditional approaches yields the best result. For our recommendation, for future research and campaign practices, we recommend the following. First is you can use the stratified sampling to ensure regional balance and representation. You can include psychological and behavioral factors such as political efficacy and threats in media. Third is investigate the long-term effect of the targeted ads on voter turnout. Integrate party affiliation and voting history in the future SNA model. And lastly, strengthen ethical standard in voter collection, storage, and advertisement targeting to protect privacy and public trust. For the references, and the key references that inform the research include by works of Smith and Johnson on digital media and social behavior, Lee and Brown on social analysis in political campaign, Shen and Zhang that's tailored on political advertisement, and Lopez and Carter on the SNA in the 2025 Philippine election. And that's conclude my presentation. Thank you for listening. To close, I'd like to share a key takeaway. Data-driven strategies build smarter campaigns and more informed voters. And if you have any questions or you would like to discuss further, you may reach me at jcmaurat at national-u.edu.ph. Again, thank you for listening.